My name is Timothytrespas, and I'm a targeted individual. For those of you who don't yet know what a targeted individual is, it is someone who has been chosen through whatever means for secret human experimentation, no-touch electromagnetic torture, gang stalking, covert drugging, infection with Morgellons, genetic manipulation, psychological manipulation, mind control, remote neural monitoring, traumatic experiences, electrocution, poisoning, break-ins, thefts, basically MK Ultra style mind screwing. I'm making this video just to comment on how sick I am. There seems to be a pattern of dates coming up, like every time around the 23rd, 24th, 25th of each month they make me sick. I'm looking at past recordings and seeing patterns appearing over the months when they zap me with this horrible thing. They zap me all the time. I'm under constant 24/7, 365 remote neural monitoring, which is in effect total surveillance. The Morgellons that they infested us with, along with changing your genes so that it can have insects and crazy other things living inside of you and coming out of you through biogenesis. The Morgellons, in my opinion, builds by nano-assembling, scavenging your cells at the atomic and molecular level for metals, keratin, for whatever it needs, for iron, for whatever molecular atomic materials it needs to build what it's going to build. And based on the confluence of, or rather the large number of items that people have pulled from their skin, from Morgellons, hexagons, triangles, flashing things, fibers, this all leads me to believe that Morgellons, one of the primary functions of Morgellons, besides depopulation, creating sickness and trillions of dollars in medical bills for the system, is to build radio transducer parts into us, radio frequency, whether it's ultra high microwave frequencies above gamma rays, terahertz, whether it's whatever it is. I have seen evidence of crystalline structures. I have seen evidence of metamaterials, NPN, PNP junctions, anything that uses calcium channeling to create light. I have seen chromatophore. Anyway, it's my theory that this thing, Morgellons, one of its jobs is to pull out of you the required materials so that it can build a transduction system, whereas the frequencies being used for remote neural monitoring and mind control can then be picked up by the system. You then have a tag in you, a genetic tag, and crystals that vibrate at particular frequencies, and a built-in sensor network. These fibers can carry information, calcium channel information in the same way that your neurons do it, and your nerve cells. And we're talking about sensors that are capable of basically taking the brain stem signal or the neuron signals for vision, for hearing, for feel, for biometric data such as heart rate, blood pressure, blood oxygen content, carbon dioxide content, enzymatic action, or different hormonal levels, stress measurement and induction. These are all possible with this material in you. Another thing we were exposed to is what I call microwave susceptors, metamaterial that was tuned to a very particular frequency, or each particle has some sort of unique identifier, and these materials are breathed in through the lungs. They go into the pores because they're nanoscale materials, very, very, very small. And when you ping them with radio waves, just like an RFID chip, they ping back with some information. And this metamaterial is movable through some sort of electrostatic scalar field. Scalar energy is the third type of energy that they didn't teach us about in physics and electronics. And anyway, when you take electric energy and you create electromagnetic radiation from it at a particular frequency or set of frequencies, and you split this electromagnetic energy into two sources, and you put them out of phase by 180 degrees, which means that the one sine wave is completely out of phase with the other sine wave if you're using a sine wave, and these two sine waves will cancel each other out because one is a net negative and one is a net positive, and they're timed correctly to cancel each other out. Now when you cancel out this electromagnetic beam of energy, you would think it would disappear, but no. What happens is there's another form of energy that stays there, because remember, law of conservation of energy and matter says you can neither create nor destroy energy. You can merely change its form. So we end up with what is called a scalar energy, and scalar energy has some very interesting features. I know I've spoken about this before, but it allows you to send information point to point at speeds faster than that of light. It allows you to carry information on the beam that will not decay over time nor distance. It is faster than instantaneous, faster than light, I've said that. And it is it's a non-Hertzian wave. It doesn't oscillate in a Hertzian fashion. It's like a solitonic wave, a standing wave that takes into account the distance and I don't know exactly. This is a mathematical, second order, higher order mathematical. I don't understand. Anyway, I believe that scalar energy is the same energy that controls the weather, that controls the universe, that keeps, I don't know. It's there, and it's being used for nefarious purposes. Scalar energy cannot be blocked with standard electromagnetic Faraday-type shielding. Scalar energy, when driven from 2-point sources with time delay difference and beamed together over a point source, can turn back into electromagnetic heat, light, and X-rays, gamma rays. So basically you have a weapon if you want, or at extremely low frequencies you could use it to send back and forth consciousness level information, biotelemetry, and it would allow for it's the only kind of highly interactive dynamic waveforms that would allow for a radio system that interacts with the receiver. The receiver is a transmitter receiver, and the transmitter is a transceiver. It's different than one-way radio communication where you transmit and I listen, or I transmit and you listen, or we both transmit and we both listen on different frequencies at the same time. No, this is interactive in a different way. The transmitter knows the receiver has received it, and I can't explain it more than that. This is something that Tesla knew about. Anyway, I have only a few seconds left, and I'm babbling again. My memory's going, but I'm being made sick again with high-frequency attacks. The head is ringing, the ears are ringing, the nausea, the vomiting, the look, the whole thing, and I know a lot of people undergo this. I pray that it will stop. Thank you all for watching. God bless you.